Good morning, dear aspirants. Today's news. Service exports cut India's trade deficit by 9.4% in quarter year. Comes under GS3 economics. India's overall exports in quarter 1, April to June 2025, stood at 2110 billion, up to 6%. Service exports rose by 10.8% to 98 billion in same period, while merchandise exports grow by just 2% to 112.2 billion. Trade performance in quarter 1 2025. Total exports were 210.3 billion, service exports were 98.1 billion, merchandise exports were 112.2 billion, trade deficits were just 20.3 billion. Top export destinations for India were US, UAE, Netherlands, China. US remains India's largest export maker at 25.5 billion, showing significant growth of 22.1% compared to previous year. Understanding India's service exports. Service exports refer to sale and delivery of intangible projects between producer and consumer in different countries. Major sectors were IT, business process outsourcing, professional consulting, financial services, travel and transport. Government initiative to promote service exports. Service exports from India scheme. It introduced in April 2015 for 5 years under the Foreign Trade Policy of India 2015 to 2020. Earlier, the scheme was named the Served from India scheme. Skill India initiative. The program aims to provide market relevant training to over 40 crore youths by 2022. More government initiatives were Purchasing Managers Index (PMI) serves as indicator of business activity in both manufacturing and service sectors. Free trade agreements. Government in actively pursuing FTAs with the key economies like UK, European Union, Australia, and UAE to facilitate market access for Indian services provider. How is global shipping trying to decarbonize? Comes under GS3 Science and Technology. Shipping currently relies on VLSFO, diesel, LNG, shift towards green methanol, green ammonia, and biofuel is underway. India's Green Shipping Initiative. India is setting up green fuel bunkering hubs at Tuticorin and Kandla port. Green e-methanol cost per ton were 1950 and VLSFO were 560 per ton. Green hydrogen. Hydrogen generated from water using renewable electricity through electrolysis. Green ammonia produced from green hydrogen and atmospheric nitrogen, zero GHG emission but handling capacities. Green methanol synthesized using green hydrogen and captured CO2 from industrial sources. Key terms were drop-in fuel and bunkering. Issue with criminalizing all adolescent relationship comes under GS2 governance. Supreme Court's May 2025 judgment in right to privacy of adolescent reopened the debate on how POCSO Act criminalizes all adolescent sexual relationships even when consensual. Supreme Court used Article 142 to avoid sentencing a man convicted under Section 6 of POCSO Act. The case involved 14-year-old girl who eloped and later married the POCSO Act and adolescent relationship. Key legal aspects were Section 6 of POCSO Act deals with aggravated penetrative sexual assault, carries a minimum of 20 years sentence. Article 142 empowers Supreme Court to pass orders necessary for complete justice. Case findings. The High Court earlier acquitted the man citing socio-economic factors, lack of awareness. Supreme Court reversed the acquittal but acknowledged the true justice lies in not sentencing the accused in empirical studies shows that over 24% of POCSO cases involved consensual adolescent relationship. Systemic issues in POCSO implementation. Legal framework. Supreme Court initially dismissed the High Court's view that the law undermines the adolescent identity as shocking. Expert findings. Expert committee found that the law it as a crime, but victim did not, and her distress stemmed from systematic response. Government data show fall in women at work in rural and urban areas. The periodic labor force survey for June 2025 shows decline in female labor force participation rate in both rural and urban areas. Key findings were female labor force participation rate that which consumes 15 plus age group dropped from 36.9% in May to 35.2% in June. Combined LFPR all female across the age group fell 24.5% in June from 25.5% in May. Contributing factors. Workers population ratio LFPR declined due to seasonal agriculture and intense summer heat. Key indicators: labor force participation, worker population ratio, periodic labor survey. Please practice this mains mark question. Thank you.